coming back off of turn 11. And yes, they are going to throw the caution flag this time.
First overall caution of the race, as Bill Schmit, who's a 4-time NASCAR Winston West champion in 77, 79, 89, and 90, is into tires. He finished 24th a year ago here at Sears Point, the only competitor to win 3 championships in 3 different decades. But the car is up on the tires. He doesn't appear to be injured, but it does bring out our first overall caution of the afternoon at Sears Point International Raceway. In the beautiful wine country of Northern California, Sears Point International Raceway in the Mart Supermarkets 300 NASCAR Winston Cup race and live coverage. We are under caution because of this incident involving Bill Schmit. The car up on the tires. The wrecker has arrived. He appears to be okay, but it is slowing the field for the first time this afternoon. And now the question is, will they come in for a pit stop? Benny, they're right there at you. We'll see if they come in. Jerry, how about the situation regarding Rusty Wallace? Is that car overheating?
Well, the crew was able to hear, because they monitor our telecast like everyone else does. They were able to hear what Benny said, and Rusty said that the water temperature is showing about 240 degrees. They thought it might be fuel coming out of the car. Possibly fuel coming out the overflow, because some of the reporters said there's some fuel coming out when he runs around the course. But now Rusty has decided to bring the car down pit road and take a look at the machine itself as he brings the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac in. The Pennzoil Pontiac and Monster Waltrip coming in. A number of teams coming down pit road. They will change all 4 tires. Buddy Parrott and the crew going over to work on the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. Right side tires are already on, left side going on. Thus far, they have not. They will make a chassis adjustment in the right rear, take a round to bite out of the right rear. Left side tires are on, and thus far, no one has looked inside to check the water gauge. 22.7, and now as he leaves, there is some dampness on pit road, but it looks to be fuel from the overflow area.
All right, we'll continue to keep our eye on that. Rusty, of course, losing a lot of track position because of that unscheduled pit stop. An update now on time trials at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's go to Dave Despain. Thanks for the update, guys, and a great job of driving by John Paul Jr. as he kept the car off the wall. An update on Rusty from Jerry.
Well, Rusty pitted a moment ago. They saw no water coming out of the cars that sat here on pit road. Buddy Parrott and the crew were looking beneath the car. However, Rusty has called in and said the water gauge is going, as I quote Rusty, it's going nuts in here, guys. The little needle's going back and forth, back and forth. So either the thing is completely out of water, as Buddy Parrott said, or probably, and more likely, they hope, the gauge is bad. So Rusty right now is still on the racetrack. They have not seen any more water come out of the car.
Trying to protect an 86-point lead over Dale Earnhardt going into this race here at Sears Point. Here's the cable cam once again as they're headed for turn number 11, and hopefully the green flag in just a couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds, I should say.
It won't be long. We saw the guys weaving their cars back and forth, trying to clean the debris, the sand off their tires, so when they nail the throttle at 700 horsepower, we'll be able to hook up to the racetrack and carry them forwards. Elmo Langley gets going in the pace car, drives away, and pretty soon, Bob, it's going to be green.
And it is right now. What Elmo does is drive straight. He continues on the drag strip and allows the cars to make the left corner into turn number 1. We are back under green. It's Earnhardt, Rudd, Irvin, Bodine, Martin, Allison, and Ken Schrader as the others come up through the corners.
Everybody single file up the hill. Here's Rusty making a pass. He's not going to stay single file very long.
He passed Dick Trickle there in turn number 4. Tom Kendall has also moved up several positions. There he is in the Family Channel machine. He started in 33rd. He's now up to 20th. We'll ride with him. On that straightaway leading to corner number 7 and the position that Ned is in.
And he follows the car number 55 of Ted Musgrave through the turn. See him shifting the gear there as he came off the turn.
Well, you know that he wants to do as well as he can and race as hard as he can. But what is his attitude, do you think, gentlemen, regarding getting this chance here on the road course?
Well, I think that he really wanted to do well, but I think that accident he had on Friday put him in a decided disadvantage. Right now, he needs to finish the race and finish it with this race car, because they need to go to Watkins Glen in a couple of months, and they need this race car. Here's the racetrack, where as we go with Tommy Kendall by the start-finish line into turn 1. We start up the hill. He will go back to the right. This is 1. He will go back to the right in turn 2. Across a very short straightaway, and he will turn left in turn 3. There's 3. Right back to the right in 3A. Starts back downhill now to turn 4. There's turn 4. He's going around to the right. Now there's a little bit of a kink to the right. This is downhill all the way. And now the car goes up the hill to turn 6. As he goes down to the carousel, turn 6, he accelerates off and is heading toward Ned Jarrett.
He's running in about the middle of the pack. Bob mentioned he was running in 20th position, and that is about the middle of the pack now as he comes into turn 7, still following Ted Musgrave. Brakes hard now. He moves up on the outside of Musgrave, trying to make a pass. Now on the inside, I should say, and he does indeed make the pass. And he heads on now into turn number 7, which is a left-hander, then back to the right in 8, then another right, and then a left-hander into 10. A little bit of a straightaway before he comes into your position. He's not quite there yet, Benny, but he's heading that way.
Well, that's where he had the problem last Friday, right in there. Now he gets through there and is down in turn 11. Downshift the second gear. Into the corner, off the brakes now, and accelerates off turn 11 back towards Bob Jenkins.
And there is one lap with Tom Kendall and the family channel at Ford around Sears Point International Raceway. By the way, this is just a one-race sponsorship program the family channel has on this car. As we show you what's happening up front, Earnhardt still the leader. There is second and third place. Ricky Rudd, Ernie Irvan, Geoff Bodine, Mark Martin, Davey Allison, Ken Schrader, Terry Labonte, Darrell Waltrip, Wally Dallenbach,
and others.
And others, yeah. And here is Jerry with another update on Rusty.
We're with David Evans, the engine builder for the Miller Genuine Draft Team. And David, a lot of discussions going on. I see you brought out the liquid glass here and have it standing by. What do you plan to do?
Well, he called in and said the water temperature gauge was pegged, and he thought he was out of water. So we came in and changed 4 tires, and it wasn't pushing any water out of the overflow. So we think we might have a bad gauge. But if it is pushing water out, we'll have to come in and cool it down, like for a qualifying run, to get the water staying and put this liquid glass in it, because we don't have a quick fill on this radiator.
There's no quick fill on the car, so you're going to have to come in and take the radiator hose off and then fill it into the block directly.
That's right. That's right. Cool it down like we were if we were going to qualify.
That would take a lot of time here on pit road and cost Rusty Wallace a lot of points. David Evans, the engine builder.
Rusty is picking him off, though, just past John Krebs. Now he's right behind Ted Musgrave as once again we go to the cable cam. The car is moving through corner number 11. There's the leader, Dale Earnhardt, looking for his first win ever on a road course.
And right behind, Geoff Bodine is past Ernie Irvan for that 3rd spot.
It wasn't long ago that Irvan was up there challenging Ricky Rudd, but now he seems to drop back a little bit.
3rd, 4th, and 5th running very close together. Bodine, Irvan, and Martin.
Ernie's got some kind of problem, Ned.
Yeah, he's not up to the pace he was. Now he moves over, Mark Martin going by. He just moved over and gave Mark room.
Irvan loses 2 positions here in a half a lap.
Maybe overheating a little bit, or
that's what I was thinking.
Problem, I don't know.
That's what I was thinking about overheating, Ned, and he just decided to take it a little bit and not turn the engine 8,800, 8,900. How many of RPMs they turn on the shifts? I mean, these guys are turning these engines slam out of the frame.
Here's another Fram field summary showing you that Ernie has dropped back to 5th. And the 42 car of Kyle Petty has moved up nicely to 13th position. And